Thank you all very much for being here. I will provide some guidance for our meditation this morning. Please begin by settling into a comfortable meditation posture. Using whichever method you find most effective, please allow both your physical body and your mind to start to settle and rest, to become quiet and still. And when you're ready in your own time, please transition into meditation on the inner body. There is a subtle part of the inner body that is known as the central channel. Your central channel originates at a point in between your eyebrows, ascends to the crown of your head, and then descends in a straight line down through the center of your body, terminating at a point in between your sit bones. Your central channel is straight, like the trunk of a plantain tree, it's said. It's about the width of a drinking straw, and the walls of your central channel are soft and supple, like the petals of a lotus flower. subtle energy winds, sometimes called prana, sometimes called chi, flow through your central channel. And by causing your energy winds to move through your central channel, you can facilitate healing, both emotional and physical. So with each inhalation through your nostrils, I'd like you to observe the sensation of air moving across the tips of your nostrils. And further observe those winds moving down through your central channel, easily and gently to a place in between your sit bones. And then with each exhalation, allow your winds to move back up the central channel to the crown of your head and down to the point in between your eyebrows. On the subsequent inhalation, up from the point in between your eyebrows to the crown of your head and all the way down to the bottom of your central channel. And for the next few moments, very gently and with a mind of ease, just practice moving your winds through your central channels. With each inhalation, observe prana moving down fluidly and effortlessly to a point in between your sit bones. With each exhalation, observe those winds moving back up through your central channel, just as fluidly and effortlessly to the crown of your head, and then down to the point in between your eyebrows. Subsequent inhalation, back up to the crown of your head, down to the bottom of your central channel. And continue to repeat this pattern, please. Now, very gently, very, very gently, please allow your consciousness to become less absorbed as you begin to arise from meditation. We dedicate all of the merit from this morning's meditation to world peace. May the phenomena known as conflict, aggression, and war soon come to be things of the past. May they soon come to no longer be phenomena in this world. May they be completely eradicated. May we as a species come to be completely unfamiliar with these phenomena. And as a result, may the world reside in states of acceptance, compassion, love, and empathy. Completely fill up your belly and lungs with air, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes and bring your meditation to an end. Thank you very much, everyone. Welcome back. So you might be wondering, what the heck was that meditation all about? I'll explain in a minute. Kind of related to our meditation on the inner body, but different aspects to it. I was reminded recently of a lesson that I have learned over the years a number of times. Every so often, I'm reminded of the importance of this lesson. In our Monday, Friday classes, we wade into some very profound waters. I mean, some very deep and very profound waters. I mean, we meditate on and talk about non-duality a lot. We talk about emptiness. We're getting ready to start talking about Bodhichitta and the 6 practices of the Bodhisattva, the 6 perfections. We talk about impermanence, known both as gross impermanence and subtle impermanence. Even karma is a really deep, profound topic that we talk about frequently in these classes. And the lesson that I was reminded of recently is that these practices will bear no fruit whatsoever and will be completely meaningless, actually, if we don't engage in these practices from a place of love. Have an intention that is based in love. Every once in a while, I think it's worthwhile for us to sit back and just contemplate and remember the importance of our love. It's really ultimately the reason that it's the ultimate purpose of our human life, I think, is to love and be loved, and maybe perfect our practice of love. And it's not really even a practice. That's kind of a misstatement. Love is a state of being. There's an isness surrounding love. And really our purpose in life, I think ultimately, and I'm sure everybody agrees with this, our purpose is to love more beings more purely, more unconditionally. I mean, what else is there really? You know? And love is such a powerful state of heart. It's such a powerful state of heart because it renders so many of our mundane concerns irrelevant. You know, what are some of the things that concern ourselves these days? Money is a big one, usually. Money, resources. Guess what? It doesn't take any money to love. It doesn't take any resources at all. Your job, our job, should we choose to accept it, is to love more beings more purely and more unconditionally. And that requires no money at all. To do, you know, our to-do list, things that we want to do, you know, those to-do items are really just that. They're just words on a sheet of paper, to the extent you're like me and write down things you need to do on in the form of a to-do list. You know, at some level, it's just stuff, really, that has the potential to be transformed into something very meaningful, when our doing those things is motivated by an intention of love. Anything on our to-do list can be transformed from meaningless to meaningful through love. Physical health, you know, for a lot of us, our physical health takes up a lot of our time and a lot of our concerns. You know, I suppose that there are some physical afflictions that would prevent us from loving and being loved. But I would say that the overwhelming majority of physical afflictions and potential afflictions won't impede our aspiration to love more beings more purely and more unconditionally. And, you know, sometimes the notion of love, sort of like talking about love and contemplating it, you know, we might think, well, you know, I'm a little bit uncomfortable talking about that, and it's a little bit woo-woo. You know, I've got friends of mine who talk about love and they're kind of woo-woo-ish, and I'm not a woo-wooer. Is that a word, woo-wooer? Anyways, you know what I mean. Love is, my definition of love is a wish for another to be happy, a heartfelt wish for another or others to be happy. And I know that you all know also that the experience of love totally transcends any words that we can use to describe it. We each know what love is, and we know how wonderful it is, and we know that it can't be defined. It's almost like disrespected by trying to attach words to it. It's just this beautiful experience. So I say that and I offer that as we start to venture into the 6 perfections, the 6 practices of the Bodhisattva: patience, effort, giving, moral discipline, concentration, and wisdom. The 6 perfections, the 6 paramitas, the 6 practices of the Bodhisattva. And it is absolutely essential that, to the very best of our ability, we learn these practices and practice these practices from a place of love, from a place of wishing for others to be happy or another to be happy, and to be able to deepen that intention and that motivation as we learn the path of the Bodhisattva. The definition of the Bodhisattva is, as you know, Bodhisattva is one who aspires to attain full enlightenment for the sake of all living beings, or our sort of modified definition, if you choose, if you will, wishing to become a better person, aspiring to become a better person for the sake of others, for the sake of all living beings. We can even just wipe all those words away and say, the practice of the Bodhisattva is an aspiration to love more people more purely and more unconditionally. I think that's probably the DNA of the path of the Bodhisattva, loving. So that brings us to our meditation. That meditation on the inner channel, the central channel, and that is a practice that we're going to be doing over the next few weeks and months, because it is through, it's sometimes called central channel yoga. Through central channel yoga, we can enable love to grow and flourish within this vessel called body. You know, we've talked a lot before about the wisdom of non-conceptual awareness that is latent within the body, that pervades the body. The same that there's that non-conceptual wisdom, that non-conceptual awareness that is within the body. There's also unconditional love within the body, just this huge reservoir that we can access and utilize to benefit ourselves, those around us, and to inform and inspire our practice of the six perfections, our experience of the six perfections. So the one that we did this morning is kind of an introductory practice, but also in itself very deep and very profound, very important. And from that, we will expand our practice of central channel yoga. And as it unfolds, it will become clear how this practice can open our hearts and avail to us the fruit of pure unconditional love, the purpose of our human life, I believe. So you guys might have been expecting a discussion on the perfection of giving, the first of the six perfections. And I don't want you to go away empty-handed with regard to the practice of giving. I want to turn it a little bit on its head, you guys. I want to invite you to make your practice, as you start to learn more about the different aspects of the perfection of giving, I would appeal to you to make your practice over the next whenever, days, weeks, months, the rest of your life. I want you to engage in the practice of receiving. Engage in the practice of receiving, because guess what? If we don't receive, others are unable to engage in the practice of giving. And a lot of us are kind of weird when it comes to receiving, right? I mean, who knows where it started from? Maybe it started from when we were kids, you know, one of the golden rules, don't accept anything from strangers. You know, that's prudent advice for 5- and 6-year-olds, you know, don't accept things from strangers. The thing is that we still don't accept things from strangers when offered. Heck, we sometimes don't accept things from people we know. We often don't accept things from people we know. Hey, Jeff, would you like, I've got a nice bag of apples. Would you like an apple? No, I'm good, thanks. You know, it's sort of like a spontaneous reaction. What if you started saying yes? Keep in mind, a big part of this links back to ego, sense of self. The ego loves the word no. because it enables the ego to isolate and withdraw and protect. You want to give me something? No, no, thank you. Start looking for opportunities to say yes when you are offered something, because in so doing, you are giving others the opportunity to engage in the perfection of giving. If we don't receive, others can't give, and the perfection sort of is unable to get any traction from the very beginning. So there it is, you guys. We're gonna, this central channel yoga practice is progressive and very important. So I would invite you to please make every effort to attend Monday and Friday classes. And if you're not able to, of course, the recordings of these classes are on the YouTube channel. Please do your very best to stay current so you can deepen your experience of central channel yoga and enjoy its fruits. Okay, thank you for being here. Have a great day and a great weekend.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
You're welcome. You're welcome, everybody.
Thank you, Jeff.